Welcome everyone. Dear brothers and sisters, we welcome you to your channel, The Living Word. Before we start, remember to like the video, subscribe, and activate the bell so you don't miss a thing. Share this video with your loved ones, as this knowledge can literally change a life. Have you ever wondered why some people always seem to succeed quietly, while others talk endlessly about their plans but never get very far? The truth is, one of the most underestimated secrets to success and peace of mind is silence. Too often, we fall into the trap of sharing our goals, projects, and dreams with anyone who will listen. We do it because we crave validation, we want encouragement, or we think that by announcing our plans, we'll hold ourselves accountable. But in reality, the more we talk, the weaker our plans become. Oversharing doesn't just waste energy, it exposes us to unnecessary risks. Not everyone around you has good intentions. Some people may discourage you, others may secretly hope you fail, and a few might even work against you. Even well-meaning friends can accidentally plant seeds of doubt or negativity. By the time you've told the world what you want to do, you may already feel a false sense of accomplishment, when in fact, nothing has been done yet. In this video, we're going to explore why you should never tell anyone what you are up to until the right time. You'll discover how silence protects your focus, shields you from envy and negativity, and gives you the power to achieve more. By the end, you'll understand why your best moves are the ones made in quiet, and revealed only when the results speak for themselves. The psychology of silence. Silence is not just the absence of words. It is a strategy, a discipline, and often a sign of wisdom. From ancient philosophers to modern thinkers, silence has been seen as a tool of strength. When you remain silent about your plans, you are not being secretive for no reason. You are protecting the fragile stage of growth where your ideas are still vulnerable. Psychologically, human beings are wired to seek validation. Whenever we have an idea or set a goal, there is a strong temptation to share it with others because we crave recognition. That little burst of excitement we feel when someone praises our plan actually tricks our brain. Studies have shown that talking about your goals can release dopamine, the same chemical you get from achieving them. This means that the simple act of telling someone what you plan to do can give you the illusion of progress, when in fact, nothing has been accomplished yet. This is why so many people spend years planning and talking without ever moving forward. They feel satisfied by the approval they receive, so the urgency to act slowly fades away. Silence prevents this trap. It forces you to find motivation not in the applause of others, but in your own determination to get things done. Silence is also closely tied to self-control. A person who can hold back their words demonstrates mastery over their impulses. Think about it. If you cannot control your tongue, how will you control the bigger challenges in life? Maturity is measured not by how much you speak, but by how wisely you choose your words. When you practice silence about your goals, you are building the discipline to act first and talk later. Moreover, silence creates a space for deep thinking. Every time you resist the urge to announce your plans, you allow your mind to refine and strengthen them privately. You're not distracted by outside opinions, nor are you pressured by the expectations of others. Instead, you give yourself the freedom to adjust, adapt, and grow without interference. In essence, silence protects your energy, guards your focus, and develops your character. It transforms you into someone who doesn't need to prove anything through words, because your results will eventually speak louder than anything you could say. Reason 1. Not everyone wishes you well. One of the hardest truths to accept in life is that not everyone who smiles at you actually wants to see you succeed. On the surface, people may appear supportive, clapping for you when you share your goals, but deep inside, some carry jealousy, envy, or resentment. The reality is, the moment you start dreaming bigger, you unintentionally trigger the insecurities of others. Envy is a silent destroyer. Unlike open opposition, it hides behind friendly faces and polite words. A coworker may nod when you say you're starting a new business, but secretly hope you fail, so they can feel better about their own lack of progress. A friend may congratulate you when you mention your new project, yet behind closed doors they criticize, mock, or downplay your efforts. Sometimes, it's not even intentional. People project their own fears and limitations onto you. If they don't believe they could achieve something, they'll tell you that you can't either. And worse, Some individuals may deliberately undermine you. They may spread doubts, discourage you subtly, or even leak your plans to others who could use the information against you. This is especially dangerous in competitive environments like business, academics, or creative industries. What you thought was an innocent conversation about your vision may become the very weapon someone else uses to stop you. Consider this story. A young man was excited about a business idea. He couldn't keep it to himself, so he shared it with a group of friends, seeking encouragement. One of them quietly took notes, did some research, and within months launched the same idea, before the original thinker could even get started. The young man was left crushed, realizing too late that his excitement had been his downfall. His dream was stolen not by an enemy, but by someone he trusted. This is why silence is your shield. By keeping your plans private, you protect them from envious eyes and competitive hearts. You don't give others the opportunity to discourage you, copy you, or sabotage your progress. Instead, you move quietly, letting your results appear unexpectedly, leaving others shocked at what you've accomplished. The truth is, not everyone wants to see you rise. Some are only comfortable when you remain at their level or lower. Protect your vision by keeping it close until it's strong enough to stand on its own. Remember, your silence is not secrecy out of fear, but wisdom out of strength. Reason 2. Premature exposure weakens plans. There is a reason why some of the most successful people in the world keep their projects hidden until they are ready to launch. When you reveal your plans too early, you weaken them. It's like pulling a seed out of the soil before it has had the chance to take root. Your ideas need time, protection, and nurturing in private before they are strong enough to face the world. When you speak too soon, you give away your energy. Talking about what you're going to do creates a sense of satisfaction, almost as if you've already accomplished it. Psychologists call this social reality. Your brain rewards you with a feeling of progress just because you've announced your intentions. But here's the danger. That false sense of achievement can kill your drive. You may start feeling less urgency to act because your mind has already celebrated a victory that hasn't happened yet. This is what I call an energy leak. Every time you describe your vision in detail to someone, you release some of the excitement, determination, and passion that should have been fueling your actions. Instead of channeling that fire into real progress, you burn up in words. Before long, your momentum fades, and what once felt unstoppable slowly dies out. Unfinished plans are the most fragile. They are not yet strong enough to withstand criticism, doubt, or outside interference. Imagine telling someone about your dream to start a company. They may raise an eyebrow, question your qualifications, or remind you of all the risks involved. Even if their intentions are not malicious, those words can plant seeds of doubt that take root in your mind. Suddenly, your once clear vision feels blurry and your motivation weakens. History shows us that the greatest builders, inventors, and leaders worked in silence until their work spoke for them. They understood that premature exposure leaves your vision open to attack, ridicule, and discouragement. By keeping things private, they allowed their plans to grow stronger, shielded from the noise of outside opinions. Think of your ideas as a fire in its early stages. If you expose it too soon to the wind, it may flicker out. But if you protect it quietly, feeding it carefully until it becomes a flame, no storm can extinguish it. The same applies to your goals. Protect them in silence until they are ready to shine. Reason 3. Words can be used against you. Once your plans are spoken out loud, they are no longer fully yours. Words have power, but they also leave a trail that others can use against you. What you intended as excitement or inspiration may be twisted, mocked, or even turned into ammunition by those who don't have your best interests at heart. In professional settings, this can be especially dangerous. Imagine sharing your future strategy at work with a colleague, only for them to present the same idea to your boss before you've had the chance. Suddenly, your creativity is overshadowed, and the recognition that should have been yours goes to someone else. In competitive fields like business, technology, or the arts, speaking too soon gives rivals the opportunity to outmaneuver you, beat you to execution, or quietly prepare to block your progress. But the risks aren't just professional. They are deeply personal too. In friendships or relationships, your words can be mocked or dismissed. You might say, "I'm planning to launch this project," and someone responds sarcastically, "Yeah, right, you always say that." These kind of comments can sting, shaking your confidence and making you second-guess yourself. Even worse, people who know your personal struggles may use your dreams as a way to remind you of your past failures. Didn't you try something like that before? And it didn't work. Once spoken, your words can be repeated, exaggerated, or shared beyond your control. A private plan suddenly becomes public gossip. And in the age of social media, even a small statement can spread quickly, creating pressure, embarrassment, or ridicule if things don't go as expected. This is why silence is not just wise, it's protective. What people don't know, they can't twist. What remains unspoken stays safe within you until it becomes strong enough to stand on its own. By choosing silence, you avoid giving others the opportunity to misuse your words. You remain in control, guarding your vision until it becomes a reality no one can deny. Reason 4, protection from evil eye and negativity. Across many cultures and spiritual traditions, there is a strong belief in the evil eye. The idea that someone's envy, jealousy, or even silent resentment can bring harm to what you're trying to build. Whether you see it as spiritual energy or psychological influence, the effect is real. When you expose your dreams too soon, you invite negative forces that can weaken your motivation and cloud your vision. Not all negativity is intentional. Sometimes, people don't mean to harm you, but their doubts, fears, and discouragement can weigh you down. You might share your plan with excitement, only to hear, "That's too risky," or "I don't think that's possible." These words, even if spoken with concern, act like seeds of doubt planted in your heart. Slowly, you begin to wonder if maybe they're right. Your once bold dream starts to shrink under the weight of other people's disbelief. Then there's a subtle but powerful energy of envy. Even if someone doesn't openly criticize you, their hidden jealousy can create tension, hostility, or sabotage. The more you announce your plans, the more eyes you attract, and not all of them are filled with goodwill. In many traditions, people pray for protection over their plans specifically to shield them from this unseen negativity. Protecting your dreams is like protecting a delicate flame from strong winds. When a dream is still new, it is fragile and easily influenced. A single harsh comment, a mocking laugh, or a doubtful glance can be enough to make you question yourself. Silence, however, creates a shield. By keeping your intentions private, you safeguard your dream from premature exposure to harmful words, jealous eyes, and discouraging energy. Remember this: not every battle is fought with weapons. Some battles are fought with whispers, glances, and unspoken envy. Guard your vision carefully. Keep it hidden until it is strong enough to withstand both praise and criticism. Your silence is your armor, ensuring that your dream grows in peace until it is ready to shine on its own. Reason 5, you stay focused on action, not validation. One of the most dangerous traps of oversharing is that it shifts your focus from action to validation. The moment you tell someone about your goal, your brain rewards you with a feeling of pride, almost as if you've already achieved it. Psychologists call this the illusion of progress. Instead of fueling your discipline to work harder, that temporary satisfaction tricks you into thinking you're further along than you really are. This is why some people spend years saying, "I'm going to start a business," or "I'm going to write a book," but never get beyond the talking stage. They have built a habit of seeking applause for intentions instead of recognition for results. The danger is subtle. The more you share, the more comfortable you feel with praise, and the less urgency you feel to actually act. Words replace action, and dreams remain stuck in imagination. Discipline is built in silence. When you choose not to speak about your plans, you are forced to direct your energy inward. Instead of talking, you are doing. Instead of announcing, you are building. Every small step forward becomes your motivation. Not the claps of others, but the quiet satisfaction of progress. This self-reliance strengthens your focus and resilience. You no longer need external approval because the results themselves become your proof. There is a clear difference between talkers and doers. Talkers broadcast their every intention, hoping for admiration, but often end up with nothing to show. Doers, on the other hand, move quietly, using their energy to create instead of explain. By the time the doer speaks, it is not to describe what they will do, but to reveal what they have already done. and that is far more powerful. Think of it like this. A farmer who spends all his time telling people about the harvest never plants any seeds. Meanwhile, the quiet farmer works the soil, waters the ground, and tends the field. Months later, when the crops are ready, he doesn't need to boast. The results speak for themselves. By staying silent, you protect yourself from the illusion of progress and keep your eyes on the real reward, the outcome. Validation is fleeting, but achievement lasts. When you stop talking and start doing, you move from being a dreamer to being an achiever. Reason 6, the power of mystery and respect. There is something undeniably powerful about mystery. In a world where everyone is constantly broadcasting their lives, the person who moves quietly stands out. People respect those who achieve without making noise, because their results speak louder than any words ever could. Silence creates an aura of strength, wisdom, and self-control, qualities that naturally command respect. When you talk less and do more, you project confidence. You don't need to prove yourself with promises or explanations. Your actions become your evidence. This quiet strength makes others curious. They wonder what you're working on, how you manage to succeed, and what your next move might be. That curiosity builds influence. People tend to take silent achievers more seriously than those who constantly announce plans but rarely follow through. Mystery also protects your power. The less people know about your next step, the less they can prepare to stop it. This is why military leaders, business moguls, and even world leaders often operate with a level of secrecy. By revealing only what is necessary, they maintain the element of surprise and avoid unnecessary interference. History is full of examples. Think of Steve Jobs, who often worked in secrecy, revealing Apple's groundbreaking products only when they were ready to revolutionize the market. Or consider great leaders and thinkers who quietly developed their vision, shocking the world when their results were finally revealed. Their silence wasn't weakness, it was strategy. Even in everyday life, people admire those who accomplish great things without fanfare. A student who excels without bragging, a professional who earns promotions quietly, or an entrepreneur who builds success in silence. All earn more genuine respect than those who loudly promise but never deliver. Mystery is magnetic. It draws attention without effort and builds respect without words. When you practice silence, you give your actions a stage. And when the world finally sees what you've accomplished, it will not only surprise them, it will inspire them. When it's safe to share, silence is powerful, but it doesn't mean you should never share your plans with anyone. The key is discernment, knowing the difference between oversharing and necessary sharing. Not every ear deserves to hear your vision, but sometimes the right person can help guide and strengthen your journey. There are moments when speaking is wise. Trusted mentors, for example, can offer valuable feedback and direction based on experience. A supportive partner or family member may provide encouragement and accountability when you need it most. These are people who genuinely want to see you grow, not compete with you or secretly hope for your failure. The difference lies in intention. True supporters will protect your dream, not expose or belittle it. Timing is also everything. Sharing a plan too early can make it vulnerable, but sharing at the right stage can open doors. Once your vision is solid, your foundation is strong, and your actions are already in motion, revealing it to the right audience can attract resources, opportunities, or collaborations that move you forward. Discernment means asking yourself, why am I sharing this, and with whom? If the answer is to seek applause, you're likely oversharing. If the answer is to gain wisdom, accountability, or necessary support, then sharing can be part of your strategy. Remember, silence is not about isolation. It's about protection. Share only with those who have earned your trust, and only at the right time. That balance ensures your dream remains safe, while still giving you access to the guidance and support you need. How to practice strategic silence. Keeping your plans private is a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed with practice. The first step is self-awareness, recognizing when you feel the urge to share and pausing before speaking. Ask yourself, is this necessary, or am I seeking validation? This simple question can prevent countless unnecessary leaks of your energy and focus. Next, cultivate self-control. Silence is not weakness. It is discipline. Train yourself to hold back your ideas until they are ready to be revealed. Every time you resist the urge to share, you strengthen your focus, protect your plans, and build mental resilience. Over time, the self-control becomes second nature, and your energy is spent on doing rather than talking. Replace the habit of oversharing with productive alternatives. Journaling is a powerful tool. It allows you to document your goals, reflect on progress, and strategize privately. Reflection and meditation help you refine your vision and stay grounded, while prayer or mindful intention can provide clarity, strength, and patience. These practices channel your energy inward rather than outward, ensuring that your plans grow in secrecy and strength. Finally, create an environment that supports your silence. Surround yourself with people who respect your privacy and avoid situations where oversharing is encouraged. By consciously practicing strategic silence, you turn privacy into a superpower, protecting your dreams, strengthening your focus, and giving your results the impact they deserve. In this video, we've explored why you should never tell anyone what you are up to until the time is right. From protecting your plans against envy and negativity, to preserving your energy and focus, silence proves to be one of the most powerful tools for achieving your goals. We've seen how premature sharing can weaken motivation, create unnecessary risks, and even allow others to use your words against you. On the other hand, strategic silence builds discipline, nurtures your vision, and earns respect. Remember, silence is not about hiding your dreams forever. It's about waiting for the right moment to let your results speak for themselves. Sharing selectively with trusted mentors, family, or partners can be valuable, but indiscriminate oversharing can cost you more than it gives. By practicing self-control, reflecting privately, and focusing on action over applause, you turn your plans into reality quietly and effectively. Now it's your turn. Take a moment to evaluate your own habits. Are you oversharing your ideas and diluting your energy? Or are you cultivating the power of quiet action? Commit to protecting your dreams, channeling your energy into doing rather than talking, and letting your achievements make the noise. As the saying goes, the quieter you become, the more you are heard. Let your results speak, your actions inspire, and your silence empower you. If you like this video and want to learn more about good ways to communicate with respect and kindness, then like this video to support the message. Subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Share this video with your loved ones so that together we can spread more kindness. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Tell me in comments what question has ever made you uncomfortable and how you like people to communicate with you. See you soon for a new video. Thank you for watching. God bless you.